Donald Trump's brain appeared to break as he is now attacking his own supporters. This is a big deal. As I spoke about yesterday with Heather Cox Richardson, we have not seen a moment at all in Trumpism, in this terrible decade of Trumpism. We have not really seen a moment where Trump starts going after his own supporters. Here is Trump yesterday saying he is now calling it the Epstein hoax. Let's listen.
Intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your attorney general told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen of that? No,
it's not the attorney general. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and these characters and Comey before him. And it's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier that turned out to be a total hoax. The 51 agents, the intelligence, so-called intelligence agents, it was a hoax. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats. And some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net. And so they try and do the Democrats' work. The Democrats are good for nothing other than these hoaxes. They're bad for policy. They're bad for picking candidates that can get elected. Like in New York, we have a communist running. He may get elected too, actually, but he'll destroy the city. I call it the Epstein hoax. It takes a lot of time and effort. Instead of talking about the great achievements, we've had a great gentleman yesterday, as you know, went on CNBC and he made the statement that Trump may go down as the greatest president of all in the United States. And instead of talking about the things we've achieved, we've had tremendous achievement. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done, including the Middle East. I mean, you see it. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people. Yeah, go ahead.
They are stupid people. The non-Democrats that want to see the files are doing the Democrats' work, and they are stupid people. He's talking about his own supporters. It's important, of course, to remember that the timing of all of this already implicates Trump, even though, we had this Bill O'Reilly segment where O'Reilly's like, Merrick Garland has his fingerprints all over this. Biden does. Wait a second. Trump was president when Epstein was arrested. Trump was president when Epstein died by suicide. And Trump is now saying everybody but me is to blame. Trump was asked more directly, are you disowning your own supporters who are talking about Epstein? And Trump says, yeah, I've lost faith in a lot of people. We have never seen this before in the last 10 years.
In your Truth Social this morning, you mentioned past supporters when you were talking about the Epstein issue. Does that mean that you're effectively disowning any supporters who are now calling...
I lost a lot of faith in certain people, I lost, because they got duped by the Democrats.
He has lost faith in the supporters of his who have been duped by the Democrats. You know who one of those people is? I could have picked one of, dozens of these, but here's just one example. Here's Tim Pool. Here's Tim Pool's reaction to Trump turning on his own supporters. Uh-oh.
Donald Trump says the people that are interested in the Jeffrey Epstein inquiry are bad people. He said only bad people and fake news are interested in the Jeffrey Epstein inquiry. I guess that puts me in the category of bad people, my friends.
There you go. These MAGA people are not happy that after Trump baited them and goaded them, are they going to realize that they've been completely played by Trump? They're getting increasingly furious. And they should be, because it was all the Trump hoax to make you think he really cared about transparency and accountability, and he was going to show you everything that's going on. Finally, here is Trump saying the real scandal is not Jeffrey Epstein, it's Biden's auto pen. Have you ever seen a more pathetically desperate loser?
He didn't have a policy. Some lunatic around the desk had a policy. Whoever operated the auto pen had a policy, which is, by the way, I think the biggest scandal That's the scandal they should be talking about, not Jeffrey Epstein. The scandal you should be talking about is the auto pen, because I think it's the biggest scandal, one of them in American history. So
as Ron Filipkowski said yesterday, for Trump to be going to these extremes to cover up the Epstein files, including attacking his own supporters, the evidence against him must be incredibly incriminating. There's just no other explanation that makes any sense. And he is definitely panicked. He is trying to figure out, what can I possibly do to get the attention away from me on this? And everything he does is only putting more attention on him, for good reason, because he seems guilty as hell. Now, I don't even think that the evidence would necessarily be Trump was a client of the sex trafficking. I think it's more likely, because Trump hung around with Epstein for a very long time, that he's just all over the files. I think that he was on the plane, and I actually don't think the evidence is likely to be as bad as the worst version of what it could be. Although I know there are people in my audience who do. I think Trump just realizes it's going to be a nightmare if the files do come out, and his name is in them in so many different places, which it almost certainly is. We have talked before on the show about how the vitamin and supplement industry is barely regulated. The products are often mislabeled, they're expired, they're contaminated. And that's why I'm really excited to have as a new sponsor Quantum Nutrition Labs, which is a brand that does supplements the right way. QNL was founded by two doctors who saw that the supplement industry has become dangerous. And the whole point is, let's skip the shortcuts. Let's not do the junk. And for over 20 years, QNL has really earned the trust of consumers and health professionals because their big thing is purity. Every product is made in certified facilities, third-party tested to verify identity, potency, and potential contaminants, and never any artificial additives. So whatever it is you want in the vitamin and supplement space, they've got it rooted in this commitment to clean sourcing, rigorous testing, and transparency. If you're ready for supplements that match what's on the label, go to qnlabs.com and use the code PACMAN for an additional 10% off, which you can use in combination with other promotions on the website. The link is in the description.